Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. And for those of you who are returning, and that means you're a subscriber, I love you. I'm very easy to please. I'm John Stark from ActMovieGuy.com, and this is my review of Werewolf by Night. It's spooky season, and they're releasing spooky movies, or in this case, it's a spooky TV special that's it's just under an hour long. Is this eligible for animated short? That would be amazing if it was at the Oscars. It would so totally win. It wouldn't even be fair. But yeah, I'm a blind film critic, so I know that this film is stylized in a very certain way. I do my research, all right? I try to figure out what is it that I'm missing? What is it that we're missing? Does it translate? Stylistically, no. This does not translate to a blind audience stylistically. But there's a lot to like here. But it is directed like a Hammer film, and they're trying to make it seem like it's one of those old school films from back in the day. It's animated in a certain way. It uses black and white. A lot of it makes that more palatable too, because to be honest, this got a TV 14, and if this was live action, this would not get a TV 14. There was like a decapitation, and somebody got dismembered, and it would not get TV 14 if it wasn't animated. So its saving grace is the fact that it is animated. This comes from Marvel. I am absolutely not familiar with this this product at all. No idea. People were like, "Oh my God, Werewolf by Night," and I was like, "Okay, we're hitting the just." It was like when Man-Bull popped up in She-Hulk, and there were people on the internet who were like, "Yeah, Man-Bull," and I was like, I thought I read a lot of comics as a kid, but apparently I missed some in the Marvel world, because I don't know who these people are. There is a character in this that I didn't know who they were, but the titular character, the reference to the Werewolf by Night, no idea. So I have no idea how close to the story or canon or anything this is, but what you need to know about this is, audio description wise, it's fantastic. We've got William Michael Redmond is narrating, and he automatically makes anything creepier. He's got the best voice for the genre, and he does an excellent job on the narration here, especially considering it is kind of violent, and the narration that's written has to highlight that. So I found that to be really interesting. Also, something interesting that the sighted audience may not know is I got the reference that there is an androgynous character in here. They're constantly referred to in the audio description as being androgynous, and then the they them pronouns are used. Is this the first non-binary character used in a Marvel project? I can't remember. I think there's a non-binary hunter in this, by the way. Unfortunately, they're never given a name, but yeah, at least in the audio description, they go out of their way to kind of suggest by calling that hunter androgynous and using they them pronouns. So cool. I would think we'd be making more of a fuss about that, but I also don't know how a sighted audience would know that, because nobody ever refers to them with those pronouns. So I think that's just the blind audience. So I'm letting you know. I don't know if you know this. Weird, right? I mean, I would think that everybody would know that, but hey, I'm here to tell you that androgynous character, I don't know what it looks like to you, but in our audio description, they refer to it using they them pronouns. I shouldn't have said it. They refer to them with they them pronouns. I was getting tangled up. Yes. So, that's in here. Which is a win, I think, for that field as well. Another huge win, another reason to love Werewolf by Night is Michael Giacchino, who is making his directorial debut with this. He's always wanted to direct, but people just keep wanting his damn scores. They just keep wanting him to make music. He's so good at it. Earlier this year, he did The Batman, so he's here to direct and compose the score for Werewolf by Night. So not only did he have really great direction, but he also wrote a really nice score for this. It's very creepy. It feels very of the period that he's trying to pay homage to. So all of that, I mean, we're just knocking off wins. And honestly, for like a 53-minute piece, that my only question would be, I don't know that we needed this to exist, but since it does exist, I thought it was fun. I don't think it has any great bearing on the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think this is very much to be taken as a one-off. I don't see how this character or anything that's in this would be worked into like the Avengers. So I know that they were doing like a Werewolf by Night thing at the Avengers campus to promote the film down at Disneyland, but I don't know how they would do that here. Maybe he could appear in like a Deadpool thing, since he's sort of a little bit scarier and more terrifying, and to be able to work into that. But I just don't see this dude joining the Avengers anytime soon. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Just I guess the plot is there's a hunter that dies finally, and the bloodstone is up for grabs, and yeah, so there are a couple hunters there that are there to claim the bloodstone, and his daughter, who had shirked her duties supposedly and wasn't hunting anything, she also wants the bloodstone. She wants to sort of skip over the whole hunting thing, I guess, and then get the bloodstone for herself at this point. So it's sort of this hunters fighting hunters, and also hunters fighting the monster that's been unleashed for them to hunt and kill, that has the bloodstone embedded within them. And they have to try to kill that monster and get the bloodstone, and whoever gets it wins and becomes the new owner of it and the new supreme hunter. I don't know, it's confusing too. I guess there's a backstory. This probably makes sense in a comic book. Probably the Werewolf by Night fans, they were like, yes, this is like perfect. This is totally canon. Good for you. I just had fun with it. I mean, I understood it. The only thing about it was, I don't know that I needed this. I'm okay that it's here. I think there are better Marvel projects. I love the fact that this one swings for the fences. Its existence is exactly what Marvel should be doing, which is taking risks and expanding their franchise by allowing things to look different than the rest of their movies and TV shows. They do it actually a lot more with their TV shows than their movies, but to continue to just sort of push in new directions and make things look different, and like they did with Doctor Strange, and having Sam Raimi come in there, and he added a little bit of his horror elements into it. Keep making interesting choices, and I think this is an interesting choice. So in the long run, I think it's a win. It's just not going to be my favorite Marvel project. So that's really it. But I don't know that I would watch this with little kids. But that's up to you. It's animated, so obviously the gore is going to be reduced by the fact that it's not not live action. If this was live action, I'd be like, this is not for kids. I don't know, little ones might be a little too violent for like those in elementary school. I would maybe stay away from. It is rated TV 14, so use that as a guide. And it is rated TV 14 for violence, I would say. I can't think of anything else. There's nothing else in this thing that could have been rated TV-14 for. I don't remember cursing, or there's no sex in here. So, it's the violence. So, I know we seem to be okay with showing our kids lots of violence at way too early ages now. But you just parent as you will. And that goes for blind people too, because it's an audio description about tearing off limbs and stuff. So, I mean, make choices, make good choices. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to grade this. I'm going to give Werewolf by Night a B+. Very interesting. I did not know what it was. I didn't even know it was coming until it was like announced like 2 weeks ago. So there you go. It's out. If you made it this far in the video, you must like me. So think about subscribing. I'm trying to get to 100 this year. So another subscribe would be nice. You can go to my website, macthemovieguy.com, for more of my reviews. You can follow me on Twitter at macthemovieguy. You can go to the audio description project, adp.acb.org, and it'll let you know what else has audio description and where you can watch it. And you can go to the adna.org, where you can look up what William Michael Redmond has done in his career. I feel like I'm always messing his name up. I feel like I've called him Michael William Redmond, James Michael Redmond. I feel like I've called him so many different things accidentally, but I'm positive right now it's William Michael Redmond. So give him a look-see. He's a fantastic narrator. He's actually one of my favorites. Now I have to review something else, but I'll see you guys on the other side.